Hello, I'm Muz and today we are going to look at Google Pixel 2 XL. You know the drill, we are going to score each category such as build quality, hardware, software, camera, display, features, battery life and charging speed, and lastly the company's goodwill. And after scoring each category, we are going to look at our pre-made chart, either it is worthy of your money or not. Now let's talk about the build quality. It is made from the aluminium shell but with heavy plastic primer, and there is a partial glass back to help with the reception of signals, and also there are no antenna bands. Looks are on personal preference, but I don't find it attractive as the iPhone X stainless steel and glass sandwich, and it is not scratch resistant at all. Easily gets scratched with the keys due to that plastic primer. Not as good as anodized aluminum of OnePlus 5Ts. So yeah, it hardly gets 7 out of 10. Now let's talk about the hardware. It comes with a Snapdragon 835 CPU, Adreno 540 GPU, 4GB of RAM, 64 128 gigs of internal storage, and I must say it is good. Now there is a catch. You can actually upload unlimited photos and videos in original quality to Google Photos for 3 years, and it is good. Let me tell you, it is just good to have that amount of storage, unlimited. So yeah, but 4 gigs of RAM, it just bothers a lot because it is not a future proofing. For 3 years it is not going to be staying good. I must appreciate the 6 gigs of RAM as we are now doing more of our heavy task on our smartphone. So yeah, 6 gigs is now standard for 2017. I must say it gets 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about the software. Here is Pixel's home ground. You can't simply ignore Android. Comes with Oreo, and it did roll out fixes very quickly, and let me tell you, 3 years of continuous update, it's amazing. It just not feels fresh, but you can also customize, so it easily earns 10 out of 10. Now let's talk about that display. Oh boy, a lot of controversy for that display though. Perhaps comes with Quad HD Plus POLED panel with 18:9 aspect ratio, and after that software update, it just got gorgeous. I must say, it looks beautiful. Not as good as Samsung's or iPhone, but it is just mind-blowing. It is good display, let me tell you, and it can easily get 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about that camera. Wow, that artificial intelligence, it is not a gimmick. It actually works. With that single rear-facing camera, it pretty much holds with its competitor, and it really did good. Comes with 8 megapixel front-facing camera with f2.4 aperture, and comes with 12.2 megapixel f1.8 aperture rear-facing camera, and that OIS, it really helps. Yes, sometimes it suffers in low light, and the lack of dual sensor do sometimes mess up the portrait shot, but 95% it works. So I must say, it easily gets 9 out of 10. It is just one of the greatest camera on the market right now. Now let's talk about the features. IP67 check, Bluetooth 5.0 check, song detection while no data check, unlimited storage photos and videos for 3 years check, loud stereo speakers check, headphone jack.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It is one featureful phone, I must say, and it easily gets 9 out of 10. Now let me talk about the battery life and charging speed. Battery life is pretty good. It is well optimized and can almost get you through a day without plugging in. It is easily one of the greatest battery life on the phone right now. But charging break, it caps at 10.5 watts and is not as fast as OnePlus 5Ts or Samsung's. So yeah, it suffers, but not as much as iPhone. So yeah, it gets easily 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about the company's goodwill. Google ranked as the top company for 2017 by Fortune and Forbes. But as a phone manufacturer, it has a long way to go. Third-party manufacturers are not putting out accessories for Pixel lineup. You can see in the market, there are hardly some cases and protectors and any other accessories for the Pixel lineup. So yeah, it has a long way to go. The resale value also suffers from it because it is not as good as its competitors, Samsung's or iPhone lineup. So yeah, it suffers and it gets 6 out of 10 for that. Now by adding all the scores up, we get 68. just one shy from being the iPhone 10. But let me tell you, iPhone 10 have a room to upgrade. Upgrading by software, it is good to go. It will be around 70 or 71, but Pixel 2 is just stuck at its position right now. So yeah, it is. Does it worth your $1,000 or around $800 to $900? No, it does not. Hardly. If it comes down to $600, I would say yes, you can buy it. But till then, I must say there is nothing groundbreaking here, and there is nothing that I could say about it. It is just okay. If you want the first hand software experience, you can get through Pixel, but there is nothing much exciting. You cannot do a lot of productivity stuff here. So yeah, it is good in camera, it is good in softwares, hardware is good. Feel is not as good as I said earlier, that OnePlus 5Ts or iPhones, but it's just okay. So yeah guys, do let me know what do you want to see next, and subscribe and press that bell icon. It helps me a lot, and others too, the one who are going to spend their hard-earned money on these phones. So yeah guys, this is pretty much up for the Pixel 2 XL. Do let me know what you want to see next. Till then, see ya, goodbye.